I've fantasized about doing stand-up comedy, I think, since I saw Mr. Bean as a 3-year-old boy, and then watching the popular comedy of Chris Rock, Chappelle, and Dane Cook when I was a teenager. And then Maria Bamford was like, yeah, I didn't even know like what mental health was. So that, and then I played football despite being undersized at my position for 9 years, doing untold damage to my frontal cortex. And then my knee exploded and I ended up at an open mic 6 months later. I've lived in a city for 10 years now, and just recently got off of public transit. Made a big purchase. My family was really proud of me until I told them I bought a bicycle. Bought my bike in the month of August, rode it everywhere that first month. I weigh 260 pounds, and I rode my bike everywhere that first month. So what I'm trying to tell you is during the month of August, I was 20 to 30 minutes late to everything. Found out people are pretty understandable if you are late as long as you are drenched in sweat and clutching your chest. Found out having a cigarette beside your bicycle is a good way to let everyone know you're on it for financial reasons. Not for health reasons. It's my first adult bike. Yeah, there's no parent involved in this purchase. Didn't have a bow on it when I got it. Didn't even go near a Canadian Tire. Adult bike. And I wanted some advice from my bike friends before I made this big purchase. I live in a city, I have bike friends. You have bike friends. You might not know who your bike friends are. If you don't know who your bike friends are their friends with their keys on their pants. If someone dresses like a punk rock janitor, they know so much about bikes. And a little bit about ketamine. So I went to my bike friends and I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna go to the bike store. Do you have any advice for me before I make this really big purchase so I don't get ripped off? And the response I got was not the response I expected. They were like, you think you can just go to a store? It says bicycles out front? Just walk in off the street and be like, one bicycle, please. You idiot! Piece of That's not how you buy a bicycle in this town. If you want a bicycle, you don't go to a bike store. If you want a bicycle in this town, you have to be on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Kijiji, and specific immigrant WhatsApp groups for 6 months. Otherwise, you will overpay up to $300. I'll be honest, I went to the bike store, walked in, said one bicycle please, rode out that day. And overpaid $325. Learned a lot about the world through bike. Yeah, this is primarily a bike-based set. I would say buckle up, but that is not the correct metaphor here. Learned that there's a hierarchy of the road. If you don't know, in a city, there's a big hierarchy of the road, very important. At the bottom of the hierarchy, pedestrians. I've learned in a city there are 2 types of pedestrians. There are pedestrians with a healthy fear of death. And then there are pedestrians who think they are immune to buses. Go up one rung, that's bike. Some people say cyclists, I don't know, that's a very politically loaded word. People are mad at cyclists. No one's mad at someone on you know what I say, you know what I mean when I say cyclists? Like the person that dresses like they're sponsored, but they bought the shirt.
Red Bull has no idea what you're up to, dude. I do respect cyclists, though, because they ride in the rain. Not this guy. I can't even decide if I'm gonna be a pedestrian or a bike guy when I leave my house. If it's cloudy, I bring an umbrella. And if it rains, I just lock my bike up and I'm a pedestrian. Give up. It's very weird to have an umbrella on you at all times when you're riding a bicycle. Because if you don't know, in cities, sometimes the bike lanes, the oncoming and your way are like side to side. It's very jarring. Like the first time I went by someone, I was like, are we urban jousting right now? Then, at the top of the hierarchy, car and truck. Very scary. Because of car and truck, I dress like a dork when I ride my bicycle, unlike now where the salesperson at H&M said I look very good. I wear a high visibility vest. If you don't know what a high visibility vest is, that is a vest that is highly visible. I wear it for 2 reasons. First reason is to be visible to the other cars and trucks on the road. Second reason is if I was to make a sweeping generalization about the types of people that might be in their vehicle, see someone on a bicycle, and swerve into them to kill them for no reason, those are also the same types of people that love high visibility vests. You know I'm right. Some dude in a Ford F-350 Platinum Edition, just like, oh, goddamn cyclist taking up the road. How about I take you out of the game there, bud? Oh, he's got a high vis on, probably just got off work and has a DUI. We've all been there. But I've been in the bike lanes of a major city for the last 6 months, and there's a lot of stuff in there that I ain't ever seen before, and it is terrifying. Longboards? Electric longboards? You don't know how to stop. Get out of here. E-bikes, get off your chariot of lies. But the worst culprit of all. Have you seen Wheel Guy? Not a Segway, not a unicycle, a guy on a wheel. They are in every major, he is in every major city. It's always Guy. They're the most frightening thing you've ever seen before. It's just a guy in Tron body armor, a full-face motorcycle helmet, and they just come at you doing a half-smooth criminal. First time I saw Wheel Guy, I was absolutely terrified, but I knew I was ready to go. I had the umbrella lance on me. Back to hell from which you came, beast! And right before I slain the demon through its heart, I realized, guy's got a high vis on. Probably just got off work. My plans for the rest of the night are, I'm probably gonna awkwardly hang out in front of the venue, pretend like I'm standing alone, might be adding numbers together on my calculator, and then when people approach me to say something nice, I will beg them unbecomingly to follow me on social media.